I got a 97 Ford F250 fuel injectors replacement, and we're gonna get started on this bad boy. And I'm gonna go from there. I'm gonna try to record as much as I can. I'm gonna try to put a nice little video out there so everybody can just basically get it done and get it done themselves. All right, we're gonna start. Here we go. First, we're gonna be removing these air ducts right here, just to get everything, most of the stuff out of my way. Don't have to move a little bit too much. I'm trying to avoid taking this throttle body off. Only reason I will be taking this off because this car is pretty much, we got a couple miles on it, and we want to clean just about everything that we can on this car, which is the throttle body. Okay, because he's having a little trouble going up a hill, so I'm thinking he's having a little struggle as far as air. You need clean air, clean throttle body, because it builds up a lot of carbon around it. So I'm gonna try to maybe clean that up too. I'm gonna go from there. All right, let's get started on this. Let it rest for a little bit. We'll go from there. Got the bolts all nice and lubed up. Got one right there. Got one all the way back there. Come over here. One just hiding it. Probably about right there. That one. They don't look too bad. Just you never know. You got one back there. You can see that little pipe right there. It's right behind that. You good. Let's go from there. I'll disconnect some wire harness here. Put them out of my way. Same as the cement. We'll plug it back in. Make sure it doesn't look good. A lot of crusty in it. A lot. That might be probably a problem right there. We'll get some electrical spray in these connectors. Plug that back in. And the reason I'm plugging it back in, so these old cars, they don't have like an OB2 reader, so, you know, and if you do find it, you're lucky. And it's a special way that you have to do it with some light. Alright, we're gonna go for here. I just wanted to look at it a little bit real quick. It's wet. It's a little hot today. I'm gonna remove all the harness. First, we're gonna disconnect the battery, move all the harness, and then we're going from there. That's about it. Okay. These are 11s. I work with Metro all the time. I'm sure rail. Put this on it. Yep, there you go. Yeah. Let's go here. Just look right there. Alright, got a magnet tray. And this one I'm doing from here. So you got two bolts back here holding this throttle body guide on. I already took this piece off right there. Go back here. I don't know if you can see that bolt right there. It's another bolt on the bottom of it. And this comes right off. We just need to move this out our way right here. And that's where I'm going. Yeah. Right back. The ones back there, I can record it. I need two hands for it. Those are 13s back there. All I did just set it up here, got it out of the way so I can get more room. I'm going there. And take that bolt off down there. I don't know if you can see that. It's around there. Those two bolts right there. Okay, you still got this line to get off right here. Go from there. I'm not gonna record that because it's too stuff up in there. Go from there. Okay. Pretty much I got that one off. Took a couple little swabbles and everything. Right now, taking this one off. That one. Okay. Now I should have a little play to get this fuel rail movement. Okay. For now I got the air dock off of there. As I'm looking inside there, these bad boys are dirty. I'll go stop by and get some carb cleaner. And you see it's not all the way stand lifted. Look at the size of those. Just the size, all that carbon up in there. Definitely have to clean that out. Now I'm gonna work my way over to this side. We're gonna take off this fuel rail. Bolt right there. Bolt back there. right back there. Go from there. I'll get this fuel rail out of here. Just that way up. Super rusty. Definitely want to clean them off a little more before I pull them all the way out. I don't want none of that rust to get inside of it. And stuff inside of it. So I'm taking it on go one by one, doing the same thing, going around it, pull it out, pull the full row up, and take it out like that. I'll bring you a little closer here. So I was saying, pretty much, so you pull this one out right here, nice and rusty. I want to make sure I clean inside there, which I know that side is definitely not that dirty because it got fuel on that side. Let's see, bore pretty clean. I'm gonna try to spray a little bit more around it. I might stick a little something in there so something don't fall in there. I'm gonna go to that one, kind of go to this. Let's see, move this out the way. My air hose. So pretty much each one that I take out, I'm going to twist it side to side, kind of like lift it up a little bit. See that little rust right there? A little bit at a time. It's pretty much out of the fuel rail now. Now I have to fish out those O-rings. So you just go one at a time, blowing it up. Pretty much one at a time. Whatever stuff was in the fuel rail going to basically leak out. No problem. No biggie. We go one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And do the same as on the side. See how I got that up a little bit? Basically twist it out a little bit. As I'm doing that, just take the air cleaner, the air blower. Pull it out a little bit, twist it, get all the way around it. And each one I do, I'm going to basically none of this grime to get up in there. Keep twisting it. And rock it back and forth. I need 2 hands for it. So I'm gonna get this bad boy out. Can't hold the camera and do it at the same time. Blow them out at the same time. Just showing you what I'm doing here. Okay. We're gonna go from there. I'm gonna get pretty much this one done, that one, and that one. Go to that one back there. And go from there. You don't have to see that. Go from there. My last one wasn't really all that dirty, so I had to spray it that much. Not too bad. But still, got a little gas coming out. A little bit, not much. All right, we can get the new one. I have no clue where the customer got these from. To match up the first one. It looks pretty good. Looks about the same one. And the same blue. So there's the new one right there. O-ring. Looks like you got 1, 2, 3, 4 sprayer on it, and this one does too. We want to look at a little sprayer that's on it. It's inside, and that's the new one. And that's it. The back. You can see that. Okay. So each one that I put in, I'm not going to show that too much. It's going to go around the O-rings, put a little oil on it. End of them, both sides. On this side, that when you put the O-rings in, they don't go in dry. You don't have to worry about them moving too much. It's just better to put oil on them. Always put oil on your O-rings. Lubrication, any type of lubrication you want. Okay, and if you want, you can use a little silicone, you know, for the ones down here. That way it won't get all rusty up in there too much. Lasts a little bit longer. I'm gonna go with that. Let's get this going. Wait. A little bit, huh? Slide here. Okay, almost good. Do that first. Slide there. And do the rest a little bit. Oh, wait, okay. I'm going to push out. Okay. Here we go, we're back. Now I wasn't able to record most of the stuff I was doing. It was just too tedious type work. But I'm pretty much almost done here. I kind of left a couple things off. Still trying to put this on here. Cleaning the throttle body a little bit. I didn't have to take it off. So this job, you don't have to take off the throttle body. I will say overall it will be a good thing to take the throttle body off by the fact of you need to clean up all the carbon dioxide, all the carbon and everything. Back to what I was saying, clean up the carbon and everything out of the throttle body and everything. Because I'm looking up in here still, I'm trying to clean a little bit of it. It might have been the initial problem, but you know, it needed definitely some fuel injectors, definitely for sure. Right now I'm just putting everything back on, the air dock, the throttle body, gauge and everything. Not sure of the name of it, but I'm putting that on now. There we go. All right. So the only thing left here is just putting this back on here. Those two bolts I was telling you about earlier in the video. There's the new ones. It's all tied down and everything. So it's all good. See the other side. Not sure if I can get a close up on that. It's all done. Got it all connected and everything. The only thing I'm doing now is just putting the wire harness on there. That on there, put a screw on there, put the air dock and stuff back on, plug up all these, the TPS. See, you're gonna put up, I think that's a TPS, it's the old school. Yeah, throttle body. Let's see what else. One thing I gotta plug in, I gotta plug in this, I think that's the EGR. Should plug in some more hoses that came on the dock and everything. But pretty much this is done. I'm gonna leave it here for a second. I'm gonna turn the key over, make sure I don't have any leaks or anything like that. I'm not gonna start it, just turn the key, fill up the fuel rail and everything. Just make sure everything is pretty much nice and sealed and not leaking no gas or anything like that. Go turn the key on, fill up the fuel rail a little bit. I'm just double checking everything. Make sure everything is nice and snug and tight. But on these fuel injectors, it has like a little, I think it was like a little orange or yellow type of tab before the O-ring. Like the O-ring is like right there at the tip of my finger. And when you push them down, you want to push it down past that, I would say that color coded. I'm pretty sure it is there by the fact of you need to have that all the way in until you can't see that piece anymore. And let's see. See right now, if they're not looking like that, you need to go further in, buddy. See, right there, that one right there, that one needs to go in just a little bit more. Not too much, but a little bit more. One on the back is pretty good. I think you can just barely see that. I think it's good. I'm gonna push it in just a little bit more. Just push a little on the fuel rail a little bit. Push it down. That one is all the way in there. You can't even see it. But that's a good example of, you see that little white right there on that one? You're gonna push that in just a little bit more. Then go over to every single one of them. Make sure they down nice and snug. See that? Nice and snug. That's all the way down. All of them all the way down. And to the front one, that's all the way down. See? So nice and seated up in there. Good. Now I'm gonna start putting everything else back on. I'm going to pretty much turn the car on so I can fill up the fuel rail. I'm gonna place you guys right there. Just gonna cycle with you maybe 2 times. Shouldn't take that long. the problem, Houston, pretty much, I gotta hook the battery back up. And plus, before I hook the battery back up, I want to hook up most of these I don't say wire harness that I took apart, like the EGR valve that I'm trying to hook up, the TPS. I'm gonna hook up. See, I got another wire down here. Gotta hook that up. Hook this one up. It was like one of these wires that was on the TPS. It was like nice and green. I would say this one. I wish I could show you that, but it's all green and everything. I'm gonna clean these posts out to see, make sure we get a nice connection on it. I think we're pretty good for now. I'm not liking it. So before I put this on, I'm gonna spray some electrical spray up in there so we can clean these down a little bit more. Anything else that I have to do? Just hold this. No clamps, anything like that. Just put this back up. Pretty much goes like so. Right there. Put this hook that up, I'm gonna start it up. Okay. Grab my tool real quick. I would say most of the time I probably use this, a little swavel on it, maybe a little baby one too. That's all the tools you're going to need. And that's how you do fuel injectors replacement on a 97 Ford 250 big block 8-cylinder 5.7 liter. We're done here. We're good. Good. Everything nice and snug. Everything's nice and tight. All the furnace are hooked up. Here. Yes. Everything's hooked up. Furnace is disconnected. No leaks. Good. Starter. job because I'm not used to working on old school vehicles, anything like under 97 or anything like that. But now I think I'm going to start doing that in the future. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Good luck.